Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Sir Cypher here, and this is Let's Play Warhammer Mark of Chaos. We're in the Chaos campaign, and now we're on our first mission with our furry friends, the Skaven. So, people thought different things about what we should do, but for this first mission I'm going to kind of just use a bunch of different units so people can see what they do. It's a siege, and it's actually a pretty tough siege. You kind of have to go about it the right way or you're going to lose lots of guys. So we're going to take some storm vermin, some gutter runners, which are like ninjas. We'll take some poison wind globadiers. We'll take the Jezzails. We'll take the warp fire thrower, and we'll also take the clan rats. So we're basically taking one of everything except these two warp lightning cannons. And then we have a gray seer, and we have our warlock engineer, or warlock engineer, okay, for some reason. Alright, so let's do this. Alright, so this is the castle we have to take, and it actually has two sets of walls you can see in here, although the second set doesn't have a gate. And there's also going to be a cannon shooting at us as soon as the mission starts. So we got to see if we can do this as smartly as we can, as intelligently as we can. Saying smartly is already lowering the intelligence of this whole operation. So,
we strike now. Man soldiers gathering army at Briar Tangle far from
damn
here.
it, they're shooting at my...
HighTower not well defended. Yes, attack!
That's good, they missed.
Your enemy shall die, great leader.
I'm not sure why they're shooting at my gutter runners, because my gutter runners are supposed to be stealthed. So I'm not even sure how they can see them. Supposed to be stealthed. Well, either way, my Jezzails, you see they can shoot all the way back here. They took out this cannon. So we're good now with that situation. But now we have another problem, in that now we have enemy units coming over here to attack us. But as you can see, warp lightning cannons are pretty rad. They kill people very quickly. So, there's that. Now, Warplock Jezzails are kind of interesting because they're the longest range. They're the longest ranged, like non-siege weapon ranged unit. But there's only ever a small number of them, and they don't shoot very quickly. So sometimes it's kind of hard to utilize them effectively. Now here's the warp lightning thrower. We'll see if he can actually... I don't know if he actually fired there. The problem with the warp lightning thrower is that it has a really short range, and it also has a cast time. So it's pretty possible to... it's pretty hard to use it in a way that's not going to get the warp lightning thrower killed, or the warp fire thrower killed. But on the plus side, they're basically expendable because they only cost like 400 gold. You can't upgrade their damage or their armor, and they they don't really get any super good bonuses for veterancy. So it's just kind of like whatever. So warp lightning throwers, it's not the end of the world if you lose the warp lightning thrower, because you can always just buy a new warp lightning thrower. Now, as you can see, our warp lightning cannon is super deadly. But as you'll also see later on when I'm trying to take down the castle gate, it doesn't really do a lot of damage. It's good against large units, and it's also good against units that are moving quickly like cavalry, because it shoots basically instantly, but it's not very good against monsters, creatures, walls, things like that, because it doesn't seem to do the high number of hit points of damage that the Empire cannons do. So, now that we have taken out the cannon over here, there's another cannon actually over here and over there. we are going to assault the walls. Now, the interesting thing is that Skaven units can climb wall. Not all Skaven units, but clan rats can actually climb walls without a ladder. They're just little critters. They can climb up walls without a ladder. Now the problem with that is that you can't actually give them a ladder. So you can't actually put your Grey Seer in the unit or any other character in the unit because the character can't climb the walls without a ladder. So all the little clan rats will jump up the wall and he'll just be sitting there looking sad. But anyway, we're going to climb up these walls. And I don't know if you saw it earlier, but our Grey Seer is kind of like our defensive caster, sort of similar to the Light Mage of the Elves, or the Warrior Priest for the Empire, and he has the ability that can heal troops. He can call in reinforcements for his unit, similar to obviously the Warrior Priest or the Light Mage, and the Warlock Engineer is more of a offensive caster. So we are going to advance. We are climbing up the walls here. We're gonna just run up these walls over here, and we're gonna support them with our Jezzails and our Poison the Wind Globadiers. So you'll see here in a second. And also, because they don't need a ladder, clan rats climb up the wall super fast because they don't have like one single channel. You can see here our clan rats are taking our storm vermin are taking some hits. They're our heavy infantry, but we can make more. And now the clan rats are going to be up here to take care of those handgunners. Clan rats climb up the walls super fast. And also, our gutter runners, which are stealth unit, can burrow underground. So they're going to just pop up inside the little enemy citadel there, which should make things a little bit easier. So there's more handgunners over here, but we'll send the storm vermin over there, and we'll finish off these swordsmen with our clan rats and our gutter runners. And at the same time, yeah, we're giving fire support with our Jezzails, taking all these guys out. So those guys look like they're mostly dead. These handgunners look like they have sneaked to the bottom of this wall here, as to avoid our chittering horde. But we can climb these guys up the ladder too. The only thing we can't climb up the ladder is actually the warp block Jezzails, because they, even though they don't say it on the thing, they count as large models. As you can see, there's two dudes, two thing. So I guess they didn't feel like animating how that would look climbing up a ladder. So you can't actually do that. Let's see if we can chase down these last couple handgunners with our gutter runners. Looks like we're not going to be able to. But we'll resurrect our storm vermin and kill off these handgunners at least. And that's looking pretty good. Looks like we're doing okay there. So now we actually have to get inside the castle. And the problem with this map is really hilly, so you can't really zoom out enough to get a good look all the time. So I'm going to be doing a lot of panning. So we need to get over there. So first, let's get everybody on the ground here. And we'll head over here to this little siege flag. Now there is an enemy cannon over here, but they can't actually shoot inside the wall. But on the other hand, we can't really get inside the wall. We can't really move over this direction with our cannons and such while this thing is still operational. So we're going to take that out with our gutter runners. You can see we have a couple little handgunners over here who didn't get the memo that they're all so, well, there's some brave handgunners basically. This is what they are. You can see our little gutter runners scurrying around on the roof. And so the enemy, we do have these handgunners over here that are shooting at those guys, but we'll take them out with these poison wind globadiers because I don't feel like stopping my siege flag deal. So we'll go over here, throw some ninja stars at this tower, and we'll hit these guys with some globes. So, poison wind globadiers, they're not really that good against like horde units, like a big giant unit of swordsmen or something, but they're very good against elite units because they do magic damage, so they don't throw as often, but they have a higher chance to get through armor and such like that. So against knights and things, they're really good. Against like a swarm of halberdiers, they're not really any better than any other ranged unit. So anyway, the cannon's gone. So we'll get ready to move up in here once this door is down. As you can see, it's taking a really long time to knock down this door because what do you call it? Warp lightning cannons just don't really do that much damage compared to other siege weapons. So in castle things, they're not really that good, except for the fact that they have really good accuracy. So they're better for being on the field battles than they are in siege situations. But we want to actually get this thing open because we want to have everybody be able to join in on the fun. There we go. So now that the gate's destroyed, we will start dragging these warp lightning cannons inside the castle because the enemy has more troops here and more troops here. So I'm actually going to pause the recording for a bit while we drag the cannons in because nothing that exciting is going to be happening while that's going on. So, alright, so got the cannons in position now. Was just doing a little bit of urban renewal while I was waiting. They have enemies here, but we don't have a very good firing position. So we'll take down that wall, take down these buildings here with the power of our superior Skaven engineering. So those are gone now, so there's nothing stopping us from just blasting these dudes. But there is something I kind of want to do first. For our Warp Block Engineer, we have two abilities. One is Warpstone Shield, which is a thing that while it's on, it makes the unit immune to anything other than melee attacks. So pretty good if you're having a shootout with the enemy and you're trying to kill a cannon. You can just put on the Warpstone Shield and it can't hurt you. But we also have Warp Bombs, which is a mine that you can put in the road or anywhere. And they're pretty useful. So we're definitely going to do that. And now that we have the mine there, get this thing taken out. We will go there. And then we'll have the Warp Fire Thrower out front just to take the enemy's attack because, like I said, they're basically expendable. They're pretty cheap, and there's no real value to having like a super elite Warp Fire Thrower because it's just going to die. So, and also you can't really heal them in missions because there's only one dude. So just overall, it's just, you know, not necessarily that super useful. So hopefully somebody will step on my mine. So step on my mine. There we go. Poof. So they stepped on the mine. Lots of dudes died. A couple dudes got back up. Here's some great swords. But we'll give them the business. Give them the business with the Warp Fire Thrower. And, yep. So, and then we got some more handgunners up here, which we will also give the business with the Warp Fire Thrower, but it looks like they're already running away, so we can't really do that. Alright, so now all these guys are dead over here. So we'll take this siege flag with our gutter runners. And then we will get ready to move in on the last little Empire stronghold over here. Before we do that, though, we're going to put a mine in the road because, as you can see, they're pretty fun. Pretty fun to put the mines in the road. So we'll put a mine right here. And then we'll back up. And we just put the warp fire thrower like right behind the mine. Because why not? And now we will let the enemy know we are here with a nice old blast. So the enemy is upset. Understandably. We have knights here, but our Grey Seer can cripple units and lower their movement speed. So the mine, the knights set off the mine, but knights have 2 hit points and they can't get blown around. So that's why it didn't look terribly impressive. But that's fine. The enemy has to go into this little choke point, so we'll just keep blasting them. And see if we can get another warp star throw on these flamethrowers. I think my own warp lightning. There we go. Yeah, the warp fire thrower actually has quite a few hit points. So it is disposable, but it's actually not super easy to kill. Just because it has a lot of hit points. So it's a decent unit to throw in front, and like I said, again, they're not particular. Oh shit! I don't really want it to die now. It's not particularly the end of the world if they kill your warp fire lightning thrower. So it looks like that's pretty much it for these dudes. So we can move up in here, take out anybody who's left. We're also throwing ninja stars at that cannon, taking it out. And we could just move in here with everything. The enemy does have, I think, some handgunners left hiding somewhere. But our Jezzails should be fine against it. I'm not sure where they are. I think they're actually in the castle. I don't know. Looks like they're dead now. So we'll move up to the flag here, and looks like we. Doesn't seem to be that much left. Some of these other units have special abilities which I haven't really talked about yet. Like, for example, Poison Wind Globadiers can release gas that makes them harder to hit. Stuff like that. But it'll come up through the course of the campaign.
Where else, cunning master? Shut up, ignorant paw leader. Elf mage must have gone to Briar Tangle with man soldiers. Curse your slowness. You're magnificent.
Alright, so we successfully attacked HighTower, burned down most of its buildings, and we only lost a couple guys. Alright, so we got 6,000 gold. And now we're going to keep going on to more search. We're going to search more for this elven lord. The next mission is going to be an optional one. We're going to tramps through the swamp and fight some orcs. And no siege units, but so now people might have a little bit better idea of what the units are. So if people want me to have like a more gimmicky, like all shooting or all like hundreds of clan rats, just let me know. But for now, I think I'm gonna, kind of have an army composition, sort of like what that mission was, where we'll have a variety of different units up to shenanigans. I'm probably going to use a warp fire thrower in every mission, unless people really don't like them, because they're kind of fun. And like I said, they're basically expendable. They don't really cost that much. Alright then. So, thank you for watching, and have a nice day.